Oh, my booty is tired. But I do have this wobbly table. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, it's nighttime already, and as you can see from the title of today's video, I am going to be trying the billionaire night routine. I don't think I've ever made a night routine before, but this is something I've been actually quite excited to make. So I took it upon myself to write down a list of billionaire nighttime habits that I found from 4 different websites. The list itself is quite extensive. It seems like billionaires like to get a lot done at night. I did rearrange these habits a little bit to kind of match better with my day today. I thought I would be able to start this list a little bit earlier than I was able to, so I'm already a little bit lower on energy. But the good thing is that I already got one of the hardest parts of this list done, and that is the social hour. So it seems like billionaires like to go out to restaurants, to bars, go to different events, just socialize. And quite fittingly for this video, today we actually had a family dinner planned. This is the fit. Got my hair out, ducky socks on, ready to go. So I just got back from the dinner and my social battery is now completely 0, but I'm still going to make this video for you guys because today is the perfect day to do so, and I've been feeling quite excited of making it. So next step is going to be exercise. I am full. I have no want in the whole world to exercise at this hour, but billionaires are busy during the day, so exercising at night it is. I changed into some slightly comfier clothes for this part, and my husband actually already made the bed. We sleep on the floor, so this is also where I'm going to do a quick little workout. I looked up a on the floor workout. This is actually from an old playlist that I have for some workouts that I used to like in the past, so I'm going to be doing this explosive booty lift in 14 days on the floor workout. It's only 10 minutes. I do not have brain cells left to do anything more than 10 minutes. Also, I'm sorry, I don't have much energy right now, so I might seem a little more slow, not as energetic. I'm really sorry about that. I do want to be at my best for you guys, but I'm just not really able to in this moment. I'm tired. I got a bit of a headache, but like I mentioned, I really want to film this video for you guys so that I could edit this tomorrow and possibly even get it up. I feel like it's normal in general to be lower on energy towards the evenings because you are starting to get ready to like go to sleep and you've been doing a bunch of things throughout the day, so obviously you're going to feel more tired. So I'm sorry about that, but that's just the reality of how I'm feeling right now, and I can't really fake it and put on this super energetic persona because that's just not how I'm feeling right now. It's the next day. I was not able to get it up today. I am editing right now, but I just wanted to quickly mention that I'm honestly a very introverted person in general, so social interactions, especially with a bigger group and with people that I don't feel too close or comfortable with, those things just drain my energy so much more than, as an example, just staying home with my husband or doing something more intimate with just somebody I feel more close with. And that day, for whatever reason, I was already feeling bad from earlier on in the day, so everything was just going like against me and not really in my favor, which contributed to me feeling horrible at night. I'm already ready to stop this workout. Yuki, you come here to work out with me. Next question. What is all those articles and things about that your bedroom, especially your bed, should be only for sleeping? Well, this is completely ignoring and going against all of that, since I am literally working out in my bed. And also I've heard it's not good to work out. Oh, next moving. I've heard it's not good to work out at night just because of, I suppose, the adrenaline or something that's being released, which is not good for your sleep, right? I think billionaires don't have time during the day to work out, so I suppose the sleep might have to suffer a bit. Oh, my booty is tired. I have not worked out in months. I did some running here and there, but I haven't really been running lately either, so my body can't take anything. Sorry, Suki. Oh my gosh. I'm probably doing this stuff wrong, but I don't care. As long as we're doing the video, the workout will be checked off, so. Oh, boom! Next up, billionaires participate in a digital sunset, which basically means turning your phone off, putting it on Do Not Disturb, putting it in a different room so that you stop receiving calls, messages, anything work related. What that means for me, sure, I could put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but honestly, I don't have my notifications enabled for most things anyway, so the only notifications I get are calls and messages and stuff from important family members. So I could put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but honestly, that's not too important for me. But what I actually usually do at night is I turn my phone screen red. It's one of the accessibility things that you can kind of like add to your phone that I always just turn on in the evening and then I turn it off in the morning. But I actually really enjoy turning my phone screen red. I think that this is actually really helpful. Firstly, because I feel like red color honestly lets less blue light through. And secondly, when I do enable the red screen thing as well as like reduce the light or white point, I think it's called reduced white point or something on iPhone. Well, either way, when I do turn these two features on, my phone just gets so dark and it kind of discourages me and reminds me to not use my phone. So sometimes I actually like turning it on just during the day as well, or even just leave it on in the mornings, just because I feel like it helps me remind to not be on my phone too much. It stops me from scrolling, and obviously you can still look your stuff up, you can still scroll, but it's not as pleasant because all the colors are distorted. So if there's any information you actually need to look up, then you're still able to do that. But if you're going to just scroll for fun, it kind of takes that fun or enjoyment out of it because things just don't look as good. You don't see any color, everything is just red. So I actually like to use this feature or phone setting even during the day sometimes. Next up, billionaires like to work on a hobby of theirs. I was going to crochet, but I'm actually thinking of, since the time is going so fast, I'm actually thinking of making or trying to figure out how to make a little bracelet. I've been thinking of making one for the longest time. I want it to be an intentional bracelet. So basically I make it with the intention of like every time I look at it, it reminds me to stay more mindful and be more aware of my thoughts and my filter of the world, just how I perceive things. So these here are all my yarns and crochet things. I feel like for a bracelet that I intend on wearing quite often, I don't really want to use like the polyester yarn or just the cheap regular yarn. I have some of this kind of yarn. What yarn is this? Let's see. This is cotton yarn. I feel like cotton is really good. Suki's also interested. I feel like one easy thing I could do is just pretty much braid it. Suki's trying to eat the yarn, but I used to know how to like knot bracelets or make like friendship bracelets or whatever they are called. So let me see. No, she grabbed it with her mouth. I'm gonna just try and find a good pattern. I used to make a lot of these friendship bracelets growing up. I wonder what kids do these days, but that was like part of my childhood, just making a bunch of these, and it was the most fun. I've always been somebody who's enjoyed doing things with my hands, like different kinds of crafts. I've always kind of had some talent for it, you could say. I think it's just because I have so much patience, but this kind of stuff has always just been so much fun for me. me. I used to love making these bracelets, like I mentioned. I used to be really good at it. I think my sister might have taught me. I'm not sure, but I did learn somewhere. Might have been school, might have been just people around me or the internet, but this stuff used to be so much fun. The pattern that I found on the internet uses one extra color, but I simply don't have one extra color. This is the pattern, if you can see it. I just googled 3-color friendship bracelets. This part I'm not too good at. Like, how do you start and finish the bracelets? Because you want to be able to tie them. I think I'm gonna just do a simple like braid on both ends so that I could tie it to my hand. But for now, I'm gonna leave this much. I used to tape this to like a desk, or even I think one time I taped it to a car seat when I was going on a road trip. But okay, let's see. So middle, what color do we have? Okay, we'll do it like this. This goes over that. I think I might have made it the wrong way. But either way, I was trying to get this cord so I could connect my microphones. Yeah, I did it the wrong way. But I'm gonna have to order it from Amazon. I tried to get one from Best Buy and it ended up not working out for my phone for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, because it works for everybody else. But I suppose my phone does not agree with it. As of now, I've just had to like double record all the audio every time I film. Okay, so we go kind of like under and over is the plan. I'm still not sure that I'm doing this right. This is literally how much I was able to get done today. It doesn't look the best. In the beginning, I did mess up quite a lot, but towards the end, I started getting it a little bit. Honestly, I don't even know if I'll continue this one because I don't know how I feel about the colors. Either way, next up, we got family time. I do want to mention that when it comes to this kind of stuff, or like crocheting or working on a hobby, I feel like once I get going, it's a little hard to stop. It's a very relaxing activity for me and it's an enjoyable activity, even though I don't like the colors and I messed up a little bit in the beginning, but it's just fun to kind of focus down on this and do something with my hands. Anyway, family time is next. Suki. Either way, family time done. Now, next up, because billionaires can never rest. You want to do more family time? Because billionaires can never rest is more work. They take this little bit of time in the evening to respond to any emails, calls, do more planning, also plan for the next day. That goes into the next point as well, which is preparation for tomorrow, such as clothes, to-do list, planning. Honestly, I might just wear these same clothes because I just put them on, but I suppose I could do a little to-do list and do some planning. It's crazy to me to be working all day, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So I suppose to each their own. Can't really judge anybody, but I feel like if I could choose, it's not preferable in my opinion to be working in the evening. I feel like the evening time should be something where you're kind of relaxing and trying to get your mind off of work tasks and whatever you have going on for the next day. Although if your mind just can't stop running and thinking and planning and making lists and worrying, then it is of course good to make like a to-do list or just write your thoughts down. But I feel like to be actually doing something like this, like answering emails or some phone calls or whatever at night, like I feel like that's kind of too much. But I understand that some companies have like business overseas where they need to call in different time zones and whatnot. So let's get a little bit of work done. I think I'm gonna just make like a to-do list. That's really it. Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Tomorrow I mostly just want to get a bunch of work done and hopefully get this video uploaded. If not tomorrow, then the day after tomorrow. But I am planning on editing for like 6 hours, and then I also need to buy groceries, so that's going to be my other goal for the day. I suppose I could do more planning, I could do more work, but if I'm being honest, my sleep time is usually 10 p.m. and it's already 9 p.m. so I want to get this rest of the list done as fast as possible because I still want to go to sleep at around the same time that I usually do. So next up we have meditation. I usually like to meditate for 20 minutes, but I think I'm going to just do a couple minutes right now just because of that reason that we are running out of time. And then after that I'm going to read a little bit. When it comes to reading, billionaires like to read apparently 10 to 20 pages at night. I like to read for about an hour in the morning and then just maybe 15 to 20 minutes at night. Sometimes more, sometimes less, just really depending on how I'm feeling that day. But because again I'm running out of time, I'm not going to be reading for too long. I'm just going to read maybe a couple pages and then move on with the night routine. Next up, we shall complete a tedious task. Apparently, I think it was Bill Gates who said that he likes to wash dishes. Well, I don't have any dishes to wash tonight, but I do have this wobbly table. So in my case, the tedious task is going to be tightening the screws of the table. I'm not really sure how to go about this, but it's been wobbling for quite a while. I feel like what might be getting loose is probably the legs. Yep, that was really loose actually. Good thing is I was the one who put this table together, so this is so loose. I am a bit more familiar with the anatomy of this table. In theory, it should be better now. Let's see. I feel like it is a bit more sturdier actually. Yep, I think it worked. Tedious task done. Next up, we are doing some journaling and gratitude practice. Seems like even billionaires like to write about their day, what went right, what went wrong, their expectations for the next day, and just anything that might be on their mind, as well as they think about what they are grateful for. I read this book called The Gratitude Diaries, which I did not finish, but I think the first chapter talked about how to start your gratitude practice, and one of the tips that they had was to get like a really nice journal that is dedicated only for positive thoughts, only for gratitude, only for your gratitude practice. So this is my gratitude journal. It has these gold edges and it just feels so special. So it's perfect for my little gratitude journal practice sessions. Now next up, apparently billionaires actually like to watch some TV. It's called escapism, or just watching TV. Some people also like playing games, but it seems like a good portion enjoys watching Netflix. However, there was this one guy who was talking about his father, who's like some very, very successful guy, that he, instead of watching Netflix, he watches educational YouTube videos. So even though he's not an avid reader, I think he said that his father is also like dyslexic or something. But either way, even though he doesn't have a bunch of degrees and even though he doesn't read much, he does like watching educational YouTube videos where he's able to learn a wide variety of things from. So he is educated in a very broad spectrum of things which people usually admire about him, and he's also able to write books about all these different things that he's learned from watching YouTube videos for years. So we're going to find a quick educational YouTube video. I don't want anything too long. I don't know what to be educated about. Let's just look up, like, Huberman is always good to go to. Let's look up Huberman clips. Motivation and how to stop procrastination. I'm going to learn about that.
So how can we overcome procrastination? In other words, doing something that's more effortful, even painful, you can rebound yourself out of that dopamine trough.
I just finished the Huberman video on how to stop procrastination and increase motivation. Basically, what I understood was if you find yourself in a state of a lot of unmotivation, a lot of limbic friction, then do something unimaginably hard, pretty much. Such as taking a cold shower, something that really sucks but is still safe to do, and that will kind of help push you out of that unmotivated state. Now, next up is actually the last step of this morning routine, which is taking a warm bath. Seems like a good amount of billionaires are agreeing on taking a warm bath or shower in the evening. I think the articles that I read recommended a bath. However, I feel like because it's already 10:02, I'm just going to take a quick warm shower because I don't want to wait in the tub to fill up and then like sit there for a longer period of time. I want to just pretty much go to sleep. So I'm going to take a warm bath privately next, and I'm actually going to end the video here. Since I pretty much completed the list of billionaire nighttime routine habits, the bath is the only one I still haven't completed, but I'm going to do that right after I finish this video. I hope that you enjoyed my video, got something out of it, and I hope to see you in the next one. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment any questions you might have for a Q&A video I'm planning on doing. As I've been talking in some of my previous videos as well, I've always been wanting to make a Q&A video on YouTube, but quite frankly, I don't really have any questions for that. So if you have any questions for me, please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.